music, the Las Vegas Raiders already have one of the NFL's most exciting trios of pass rushers, Maxx Crosby, Malcolm Cowan, and former first-round pick Tyree Wilson. Crosby is a relentless all-pro force. Cowan finally broke through last season. Wilson has the tools, he just needs consistency. Without a role they're solid, but really 3 edge rushers aren't enough in today's NFL. With a 17-game schedule and injuries, fatigue, and situational mismatches always lurking, depth is no longer a luxury, price and visitor at your necessity. That's why a new name is gaining traction behind the scenes at the Raiders front office, Matthew Judon. Let's be clear, this wouldn't be a flashy headline-grabbing signing, it would be a calculated tactical move. Judon isn't coming in to replace anyone, he wouldn't be the face of the defense, he'd be a specialist, a chess piece the Raiders could use when it mattered most. Third down, obvious passing downs, 2-minute situations, that's where Judon shines. Judon is currently a free agent after a turbulent 2024 season with the Atlanta Falcons. Last offseason, Atlanta traded a third-round pick to sign him after losing Brill and Trice to injury. Expectations were high, but the results mixed at best. Judon finished the season with 41 total tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 9 quarterback hits, 5 passes defended, and 5.5 sacks. Decent numbers, sure, but not elite, not when you remember his dominant 15.5 sack campaign just 2 seasons earlier. Pro Football Focus gave him a career-low pass rush grade of 53.9, far from what fans expected, but here's the key detail that many overlook: Judon didn't fail because he was overused, he struggled because of conditioning and usage. Through the first 10 weeks of the season, Judon had just 1.5 sacks, but when the Falcons changed their defensive scheme, everything changed. Over the past 7 games he has 4 sacks, proof that he still has power when used correctly. That's why the Raiders are paying attention. At 33, Judon is no longer a full-time edge destroyer, but he doesn't need to be. Vegas wouldn't ask him to play every down, they'd ask him to do what he does best: chase quarterbacks in crucial moments. And when you're trying to win the AFC West, a division with Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and now Bo Nix, every bit of pressure counts. This would be a low-risk, high-potential signing, a short-term deal, cap-friendly, no long-term commitment, and the Raiders wouldn't go into this one unsure. They've seen how aging veterans can still dominate in the right roles, plus with a team shedding rotation players like Janarius Robinson and Kevin Cheyenne this offseason, and there's a very real hole in the edge rotation. Judon could step in immediately and bring leadership, playoff experience, and an offensive edge to the defensive line. And let's not forget, Las Vegas isn't just preparing for 2025, this season has bigger goals. A playoff berth is within reach, but it's going to require reinforcements: veteran leadership, situational switches, locker room presence. Judon checks all of those boxes if the price is right, and that's a big if. This is the kind of play smart front offices make, the kind of play that helps you win a game or two late in the year when injuries pile up, the kind of play that helps you get off the field on 3rd down and 8 against Mahomes in Week 14 with the playoffs on the line. And who knows, maybe a change of scenery, a clearer role, and a little grit is all Judon needs to get back into shape. After all, this is a guy who once dominated the AFC with Baltimore and New England. If he has one more race left in him, may it be in silver and black. But while the defense may be a full-strength edge rusher, there's another part of the roster that needs immediate attention, and this time it's the offense. One of the most important players in the game is waiting to be finalized on his contract, one who has protected the quarterback for years and now wants a long-term commitment as the Raiders prepare for a pivotal 2025 season. ESPN's Aaron Schatz has a experience and consistency have become even more valuable, and let's not forget he decided to participate in voluntary OTs this offseason while he worked toward a new contract. But after minicamp he made his intentions clear: he doesn't want to go anywhere else. "I want to be a Raider for life," Miller said. "I love being here, I've only known this place for a long time, and I'm going to keep doing what I do, showing up, getting better, and leading the younger guys. It's the kind of leadership everyone dreams of." And with Pete Carroll emphasizing competition and accountability throughout the roster, keeping a veteran like Miller on staff is essential. Yes, he's getting older, but elite left tackles don't just appear in free agency now, and they rarely develop quickly. The Raiders need to think long-term, and that starts with solidifying the core. A new deal for Miller not only stabilizes the offensive line, it also sends a message to the locker room: leadership and leadership are important in Las Vegas. Speaking of looking to the future, the Raiders may already have another plan in place, and it's been linked to a rising star who could be the defensive partner. Maxx Crosby has been waiting for a name that could define the next decade of the Raiders defense: Ruben Bain Jr. In ESPN's latest 2026 NFL mock draft, the Miami Hurricanes edge rusher is projected to go number 17 overall straight to the Raiders, and that's not just speculation, it's an acknowledgement of need, talent, and fit. Las Vegas has made 7 of its 11 2025 picks on offense, 5 of them in the first 6 rounds. Now with its sights set on the AFC West arms race with Mahomes, Herbert, and Bo Nix, the defense needs to reload. Bain could be the answer. At 6'4" and 275 pounds, Bain is a physical force with a lightning-quick first step. He has 11 sacks in 2 seasons with the Hurricanes and demonstrates elite skills in converting speed into power, a crucial skill when running from the edge. Scouts are navigating his quick hands and his ability to get low and turn corners, and here's the exciting part: Bane is just getting started. Miami opens the 2025 season against national runner-up Notre Dame, and Bane enters with a chip on his shoulder and a healthier mindset. He's embraced a leadership role, grown physically, and is expected to be the glue of one of the best defenses in college football this year. Athlon Sports has Miami projected to make the college football playoffs, and if Bane continues on that trajectory, he could be one of Nick Bosa's most coveted top prospects. Pairing him with Maxx Crosby would give the Raiders a fearsome duo for years to come. So whether it's Judon in the short term, Miller in the midterm, or Bane in the long term, one thing is clear: the Raiders are quietly building something powerful on both ends of the floor, and if they make the right choices, the rest of the AFC better take note. Raider Nation, if you were GM, would you sign Matthew Judon to bolster the pass rush now, resign Kolton Miller immediately to protect the future of the experimental line, or wait until the 2026 draft to go all in on Ruben Bane Jr.? Leave your like and subscribe to the channel, but I'll be back later to update you with the latest Raiders news. Music.